Gary Clinton. Welcome to this video. This is really my first gear review, although it's actually technically not a gear review, it's a comparison between the Electro-Harmonix Microsynth, the new one, versus the Electro-Harmonix Microsynth 90s era one, which is this one here. So let's just delve straight in and we'll give you the sounds. We'll go for Age Before Beauty. We're going to listen to the sub-octave from the 90s. And then let's listen to the sub-octave from the new one. Back. New one. Okay, cool. Let's do the guitar voice. So this is effectively just making the Microsynth act like an EQ. On to the new one. Back. There you go. Let's now listen to the octave. So we're going to start with the 90s octave, a lovely wee 90s octave. Let's go to the new one. Okay, now let's listen to the square wave, which is fun because it's kind of just like a fuzz. So there you go, there's a demonstration of the sounds. Let's also do, because what you're really meant to do with the Microsynth, well, you're not meant to, but you can combine the voices. So we're going to combine sub-octave and square wave because it's pretty devastating, and I like it. Like it devastating. Here's the 90s one. So there you go. Now there is other combinations of the voices, but I'm not going to go through all of them because I think that demonstrates quite nicely the differences between them. My opinion on it is that generally speaking the new one is a wee bit louder, a wee bit brighter and a wee bit clearer, but the sub-octave I thought was just a little bit muddy and it was wasn't tracking all that well in comparison to the 90s one. Now that doesn't necessarily mean this one's better, that's just the difference between them. Now I've been thinking, I recently put this one on my board to replace that one. One of the reasons, well, a few different reasons. One, it's smaller, so I can get more pedals on my board. Two, it's 9 volts, which is handier for pedal board powering. Three, it's got an operation light, which you probably noticed, which is extremely handy. And this one doesn't have an operation light. And this one, the 90s one, is 24 volts for its power, which is just a little bit more awkward. Now, I have a setting that I have always used this one on for a song, right? And I've spent the morning trying to get this one to sound like that one, and I've been having some problems with the filter sweep, or the envelope filter. So let me first of all dial in the sound that I like. This is a sound that I use on one of my songs, and it's cool, quite a cool kind of sweepy thing. Just now, want that sweep a wee bit faster, I think. So I get a nice, the filter closes and I get a nice kind of sweep up there at the end. Now, that's the sound. Now, if I get the exact same settings on this, let's have a look what happens. So, the trigger is pretty much halfway, so let's do that. The rate is just a little bit below halfway, so approximately there, and then that gives makes the envelope filter work. So let's listen. So there's differences in the way that this rate slider works, and it seems to be just a little bit different. It's like, for me, I think the old one, the rate spreads itself a little bit more evenly between 0 and 10, whereas this one doesn't. So as you can hear, this one, the filter's closing too quickly, so I need to make it close slower. So that means I need to go in this direction. So I'm just going to put it there, and we'll see what that sounds like. It's still too fast. If I go back, this is the sound I want. Actually, this could do with a wee bit more. That's a bit faster. So that is the sound I want, and at the moment on the new one I have this. Having problems tracking that when I've changed the rate there, and it's still too fast, so I'm going to move it to there, just a wee nudge up. Let's try that. Now there, that is the big problem that I've got with the new one. I just moved that rate a tiny wee bit there from 5, a wee bit further up, and it's dramatically changed it. The filter's now closing a lot slower, so I found myself this morning just trying to get this right, and I've just been, like, these tiny wee adjustments seem to make quite a big difference on the new one. But let's listen to this. That's actually not bad. Let's go back to the one I want it to sound like. Okay, and then the new one. You might have heard there, the envelope just didn't quite catch the note, the envelope didn't close there, so I'm just going to try and fix that with a wee bit more sensitivity on the trigger, maybe around about there. Let's try that. I still feel it's not really quite right on those lower notes. Let's go back again to the original here. And then back to what I have here. I feel like on the sliding notes, the shorter notes, it's just not opening fast enough. Or closing fast enough, should I say, compared to this one. So I thought to myself, maybe it's because the new one, maybe its start frequency is a bit lower, and its stop frequency maybe even a bit higher. So I just decided to do this and see if that made any difference. It's kind of a little bit closer now, I think. But it's still just not quite right. That's too fast, that's opening too fast. So again, I'm just going to try and make that a little bit slower with a little nudge up there. Going back to this one. So I've got it kind of close, but I'm just not feeling all that happy with the way that the filter sweep responds on the new version of it. The rate's a little bit annoying and I just can't get it quite right. Another thing that I did as well was I thought that this is a bit louder, so I just reduced the volume of these ones, and I'm just going to see what that sounds like now. What have I got on here? Now that's the only annoying thing about this one. I don't know if that's on or off, which can be annoying on a live show. Anyway, here we go. The new one. Versus this one. I don't don't know if you can hear the difference there, but I just don't feel I'm getting the same sound. I can't get this one to close at the right speeds and behave the same on the shorter notes, like the shorter notes being these ones. I wonder, I don't know if you can hear the difference there. Might just be me that can hear this because I've been mucking around with it all morning. But anyway, there we go. Let me know what you think. I think I'm edging towards this one. I think I'm going to put this one back on my board because I like the filter sweep section a little bit better. But let me know what your thoughts are. Thanks very much for watching the video. Please subscribe to my channel and I'll see you again soon.